Hi everyone, this is Scorp. This is going to be a slightly different episode than the last couple ones. I'm going to go over how to get the other deck masters in Custom Duel. So if I were to go into this and I just have no secondary memory card slot, I get Deckmaster K and I can go ahead and duel myself. So then if I were to go into PCSX2 settings and put in a blank memory card, I would get Duel Master K. Or I can be a little bit more cheaty and do it the easy way and just change this value for this address here, 203173AC. It's a 2-byte address. If you do that, it'll change this over to Mystical Sand, Deckmaster S. This is the same as if you were to have a blank memory slot, a blank PS2 memory card in there. But more interestingly, if you change it to 3, you get somebody else. And guess who? This is a Celtic Guardian. So, also, if you change it to 4, that's Deckmaster T. If you change it to a number 4, you get Deckmaster I, or yeah, I think it's I. So you can change that. If you change it to a 0, it's you versus another person. That would be the equivalent of having a second PS2 memory card in it with actual data on it. That's how you'd play another person. So I'm going to start with this on 3, and I want to go through those 2 duels just to show them off. And I believe I'll be doing that on my insect deck, so let me switch decks real quick. Save real quick so I don't have to switch again. I believe Clovis made a field for this. Probably this one. Land with a little island in the middle. I don't want to just completely obliterate him, so I'll stick back a little. I want to at least show off at least some of what he has. So I know one of these is supposed to be accessible after you've completed the game, I believe. And then the other one is supposed to be accessible via having a second one, or having a PS1 memory card slot in, which just unfortunately hasn't really ever worked. Or it doesn't work on a emulator, that's for sure. This is gonna get disgusting whenever this larva moth evolves for the second time. As long as he gives me a little bit of time, he is going to have a very bad day. Or we can just draw one of these. Sometimes you just draw the right card and you win the game. So this is not going to take much longer before I can just start running them over with some really powerful creatures. Again, as usual, you can Monster Reborn people with Moth. Main reason that I like to use Monster Reborns in this deck. So I haven't even made my perfectly ultimate Great Moth yet. Or I've made one. Now I have 2 pupas. And his cards are about to get extremely weak very quickly. The best thing about Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth is not this effect. It's the fact that it's basically a 3,500 or 4,500 attack beater, depending on fields and stuff. I hope you can't attack that. But this is kind of what this deck just does. It's one of the many win conditions this deck has. It can just bring out 4 or 3 perfectly ultimate Great Moths in a couple turns, 4 of them, and that's just completely broken. I don't want to kill him in one hit, so I'm not going to attack that with Green Kappa. I'm just going to flip Green Kappa over and show him the error of his ways. Also, if he has Change of Heart, this next move is going to get killed. I forget what his exact deck lineup is. But he has 2 spells or traps down, because we can see that with Perfectly Ultimate. But now this is an 8,000 attack creature, because it's, when I put it onto Meadow, which is completely unfair. Nice job, AI. That was really spectacular of you. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this is not gonna be fair. Yeah, this creature's gonna do 0 damage. Minus 400 a turn is a lot. But moreover, I have just a... What? Sir. Oh! Impressive. Wow, I didn't expect him to actually use Regeki appropriately. As we're kind of... What's he gonna Monster Reborn? Oh, my Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. Oh, and he has Change of Heart. Well, that's gonna hurt. I think that only has 35... Oh, the AI is terrible. Oh, I forget how bad the AI is. It kept it in defense because it's... Oh, I could have just fused a Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth here with the Time Wizard. Oh, goody. This man is playing very good cards. fused something and destroyed it. I love it. It's like a Dark Witch that he fused. Or, no, he fused into a Mystical Elf and got rid of it. So yeah, this guy has some pretty gnarly cards in his deck, for sure. Definitely has Monster Reborn, definitely has Change of Hearts, has Regeki, you know, it's the typical... he also has a bunch of flip effects that unfortunately get him stuck a lot. I'm also pretty sure he has a bunch of traps in his deck. Ooh, that Mystical Elf is going to take a lot of damage. Yeah, that's good. But that's the first deck. Definitely an interesting person to play against. And then it's also a good option if you want like fairies to start the game with. So if you wanted to make a bunch of Garvises, or you wanted to run around with a bunch of fairies, he's not a terrible person to go against at the start. You just have to be kind of careful about him because he's kind of strong. And then I'll open this again and change this to a 4. And we'll go ahead and do the last deck master. I've showed I showed off the other one, the Duel Master K, or the other ones in the playthroughs. Mystical Sand is a pretty decent opponent. I think this is what really is supposed to be dealt with. I'm pretty sure he's like sorcerers. I highly doubt they have Ryoku. I'm just gonna pretend they don't have spells. This deck is an unbelievably brutal matchup for just about any deck to go up against, so... Yeah, white magic with hat. So this is a light spellcaster deck, I believe. So if you were so inclined to want spellcasters for some reason, I don't know, there's many reasons to want spellcasters. At the start of the game, you could also go after this person. Although, both of these two are much more difficult than Mystical Sand. Mystical Elf. Fortunately for him, Mystical Elf is not very tanky, or is not very strong against cards that are this strong. as I said when I made the deck overview for this deck, if I post it before this video comes out, I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I will probably be posting this video rather quickly if I basically made this in response to a comment. If they ask for if they were to ask for a the answer sooner rather than later. Ooh, Mirror Force. Sir. So I can't use the Riryoku. Because I have a Goblin fan face down. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't have Riryokus in his deck, mainly because his deck cost is only like 1,200, and it would be quite impressive to have 1,200 deck cost, with including 3 Mirror Forces and 3 Riryokus, so just go ahead and get rid of that. I'll play Temple of Skulls to temper some other cards. It's also much easier using Temple of Skulls to like prevent your opponent from doing things. Ooh, hey! That's a great, so like if I didn't want to deal with like a change of heart, Temple of Skulls is better for that. But I think we've shown several of the cards that he's played. I mean, we haven't seen many of the monsters, but he's played a whole bunch of pretty decent monsters. One of the things about this deck is I'm just outright gaining advantage over him in terms of decks. I'm not expending as many cards as he is to get the same effect, even though he went 3 for 1 with a... he went 3 for 1 with a Mirror Force on some big threats. But unfortunately for him, I mean, this is just over. Putting Riryoku on a Jiraiya is pretty unfair. I don't think that card could really get beaten by anything in the game. And you could definitely make like a Musician King deck or something with the cards from you get from this guy to start this game. So I figured I'd at least show off that these two deck masters were an option that you could go after in the early game. In addition to like in addition to the Mystical Sand one. So relatively quick video. This also shows how to get it. I have large issues getting PNAC files to work. So I don't like to use PNAC files, but here I'll switch over to it. This is a PNAC file that I have for the game. Technically, if you were to change this to that would be Mystical Sand. This is I don't remember. But this is Celtic Guardian, and this is Deckmaster I. Don't ask me how PNAC files work, because I never get them to work well. But this is supposed to work for the zoom bug. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Hasn't been working lately, but I'm just gonna patch this out because anytime that I actually want this, I just use Cheat Engine because I'm much more capable with that tool. So thanks everybody for watching, and have a nice day.